without further ado, we have the illustrious John Wayne Parr. Can you hear me, my brother?
Mate, how you going?
I'm going pretty good. I'm also staying here for a little while. And then I got Kid Dale over here, who I think you know, and he don't know if how he's going or if he's going or coming for.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
How are you, John?
Mate, how you going? I don't even think we've spoken like ever. I think it's all been internet stuff.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard your voice at the same time as talking to you.
Wow, look at that. How sweet is that, huh? This is like, wow. Everybody can see this. It's a tender moment here going on.
Well, yeah, we've been talking for, probably a couple of years now, I think.
Yeah, at least.
You're like pen pal? Like a pen pal?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, you tell him about your first period, kid? And all the cute boy at school?
No, I didn't.
And going on bloody camping trips in the outback and fucking eating, what the fuck was that bread on a stick?
Damper.
Yeah, he put the dampers on the podcast earlier by telling me depressing stories about him and his cousins going to take a camping trip and eating bread on a stick with the Abadujani.
Yeah.
You ever do stuff like that?
Oh, no.
He said that real quick. He go, oh no, that's not his bag. Yeah, like me, John Wayne Parr. I never did that shit either.
Yeah, I never in the outback, but in Thailand was pretty rough. I had to sleep on the floor for 4 years.
I can imagine. So tell me now for the people. Now I know you're a big folk hero in Australia and also maybe wherever, Tanzania or Tasmania, wherever the fuck is like the kind of the uncharted places of the world, corners of the world. But for the people in the rest of the world who's maybe don't know who you are, tell us a little something about how you came to be a martial arts superstar of only the continent of Australia.
So I started out watching lots of martial arts movies, a show called Monkey Magic, and then Karate Kid, and then Van Damme.
What's Monkey Magic?
You don't know Monkey Magic?
We don't watch Monkey Magic out here. What is that? That sounds racist.
It's just about a little monkey guy that catches clouds and flies around on clouds and beats people up with his staff.
My brother,
it's amazing.
Give me some of that shit.
Based on a true story.
Give me some of that shit you've been smoking, my brother. You got a monkey who was hunting around chasing clowns, and then he hit somebody over the head with a stick.
Clouds.
This is wow. I thought you had a fight coming up. You sound like you've been smoking. You've been taking ayahuasca, magic mushroom.
Hey, nice.
You having flashbacks?
Yeah. So martial arts. So movies got me into wanting to be a martial artist, and then started taekwondo. I used to wear the gis. I used to do my karate.
Good. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
And then something went wrong, and then you took off the gi and put on some biker shorts or whatever you guys wear on there.
Yeah. So then started kickboxing at 13. I had approximately 13 fights, and then got lucky enough to go and live in Thailand for 4 years.
God, so you was professional fighting at 13 years old?
No, I started training at 13, and then I had my first fight at 14, won an Australian title at 17, another title, a South Pacific title at 19, and then that South Pacific title, that was probably my sponsorship to go to Thailand. So I was supposed to live in Thailand for 6 months, and then that ended up turning into 4 years. So I ended up fighting approximately almost 50 times in Bangkok.
God,
yeah. So
did you also went to like the king's birthday party or whatever?
Yeah, I did that 4 times. I lost the first time because it was so nerve-wracking. Over 100,000 people in the crowd.
100,000. 100,000.
Yeah, probably more.
And it's probably hot as I don't know what in there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They don't got AC in there.
You have to get a police escort to the ring because there's that many people there. They have to push through the crowd so you can get to the ring in time.
Well, that's like if you see me at the fucking Pan Ams or the Worlds, it's the same situation.
And then so after 4 crazy years in Thailand, came back to Australia, opened a gym.
Okay, well, slow down, my brother. This ain't, you didn't tell us the whole stuff's in one mouthful here. So let's focus on the when you lost at the King birthdays. Okay.
Oh, okay, yep.
So the King, I thought it was a situation like the King's not happy after you lose, huh?
Oh, no. Because what happens is they have the best Westerners versus the best Thais. So it's pretty much all the pressure's on the Thais, because if they lose, they get embarrass the country, embarrass the king, embarrass the sport. Whereas the Westerners, we're just going over there have a good time. We're just trying to do our best.
You just fucking trying to be beast.
Yeah,
I understand. You try your best, but on that night your best. What was it, Dionne Warwick? Who is that? I tried my best, but my best wasn't good enough. Sometimes like that, my brother.
So yeah, I shit my pants pretty much after seeing 100,000 people. Good fight, but I just lost.
Wow.
And then 1999, I got the opportunity to fight again. And this time I told myself, I'd already done it once, so I told myself, all right, this time don't get nervous. When you walk out on the ring and you see 100,000 people, just take it all in, have a couple of big breaths, try and enjoy the moment. And then from that moment on, I had the best fight ever. I think there was 13 Westerners versus 13 Thais, and I was the only Westerner to win.
Wow.
So, it was really cool.
And is that when you started to gain fame and prominence in Punchang out in the great outback? There you came?
Probably a little bit before that. 1997 was my best year. I had 9 fights that year. I was the first Westerner ever to make the front cover of the Muay Thai magazines in Thailand.
Wow! You made the cover, not just the Hag, the Melbourne Examiner or whatever. You was on the cover of the Chai magazines. Wow!
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was cool. And then I got to fight at a famous stadium called Lumpini 3 times.
I've heard about Lumpini. I was confused because it sounded Italian, and then they said this fucking thing is in China, and I don't know about these names, Lumpini.
And then fought the King's birthday that year as well. And then the end of the year they had their award ceremony, and I got voted the strongest Westerner in Thailand, 1997.
Wait, the strongest? So you also did a strongman's competition?
Just the most I don't know, prominent Westerner to fight in Thailand that year, I guess.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, hey, that's a dubious distinction if all the Westerners is losing, but hey, that's still fun. So you was kind of like the Jeff Fanick of kickboxing.
More so, who would you say? Roger Federer?
Roger Federer, let's not get carried away over here. I gave you Jeff Fanick, and that's being fucking generous over here. He was a national treasure, and he said it before. I love you so. He said, I fucking love you so.
I'm like the Kit Dale of Muay Thai.
That's maybe a little more your speed, okay?
Yeah.
Even Kit Dale is not the Kit Dale of anything. At least you still have your hair.
Ooh.
Well, hey, look, I'm not calling. Let's call it like it is, my brother. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, you know.
But to Kit's credit, he can grow a full beard. I can't grow a beard yet, and I'm nearly 42.
Well, that's okay. You still have a baby face. Well, let's not get too carried away about that because I've seen that they were showing a lot of the scar tissue and stuff you have.
The scars, yes.
Yeah. Which it gave you a nice toughened look. You'll look like the salt of the earth.
So it's got to the stage now where I tell the doctors before they stitch me up, I need my stitches in 5s, 10s, 15s, or 20s because I don't want to lose my tally.
Oh,
so I'm up to 330 stitches so far.
330 stitches. So you want to get more and more stitch? Myself, I want to keep this face. Can you imagine you had a face that looked like this? You probably don't want to put you don't want to put no stitches in there.
Yeah.
I gotta protect this my invest. You know? Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel that way too. It's It's like breathtaking, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. So sometimes the doctor will put in 7. He said, I said, just give me 3 more. I need 3 more somewhere. Doesn't matter if you have to overdo the stitch again and again and again. Just give me 3 more.
Hey, John, I got a question for you.
Sure.
As an athlete, this is really it's close to my heart. You said you got nervous in that fight that you lost.
Yes.
What is it that makes you nervous? Have you tried to break that down?
I was still very young then. I still only had maybe only 40 fights at that stage. When I got onto the ring, I looked into the crowd, and it was an ocean of heads as far as I could see all the way around. So 100,000 people is a lot.
Yeah.
So I pooped my pants, and then but then once I did it once, from that moment on, okay, I accepted the fear. I accepted that there was only me and my opponent on the ring, and then I wasn't gonna let that affect my performance from that stage onwards. So I had to learn from that mistake.
So this is kind of like a bit of a pressure sort of thing, or like performing in front of a lot of people?
Yeah, performing in front of, especially if you're the Westerner in a Thai country or an Asian country, and you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
So they want you to lose. And then from that moment on, once I overcame that fear and told myself to put things into a positive light, I ended up doing the next 3 years, and I was the only Westerner to win 3 years in a row on the King's birthday.
God,
Yeah, so it's pretty funny. So the first time I shit my pants. The second
like
time
you say that a lot. Do you mean that
yeah.
or you're talking you really shit your pants? Because I know people who have actually shit their pants. Like, did you or no?
I don't think there was any physical like feces.
Okay, so you mean spiritually you shit your pants?
My sphincter was blinking quite rapidly.
I know the feeling on that one.
So the first year I walked out, 100,000 people. Holy crap, there's so many people. The second time I did it, it's like, okay, big breaths, enjoy this, take it all in, take a snapshot. The second time I did it, the third time I did it, it's like, oh, yeah, this is amazing. Then the last time I did it, it's like, oh man, there's only like 97,000 people here. What's going on? Where is everyone?
Okay, so you started out, so you got used to that, Well, I don't think Kid Dale is ever gonna have to worry about having that kind of crowd. So I mean, at least he don't have to worry about that. You know, he's got some of the obstacle out of his way. You know, he don't have that many people who's gonna be watching. Not a lot of pressure on there.
I haven't actually fought in a crowd that big, but I had a similar experience when I was at the Abu Dhabi Pro World Championships. And I was about to fight a guy called Felipe Pena. This is when we were both.
That's one of my fellow Storm athletes.
Yeah, no, he's
one
amazing.
Of my protege.
So he's pretty much like the top 2 of the best in the world at the moment. And I was about to fight him, and I saw on the big screen TV, my face was like lit up.
Oh.
And I just remember thinking, I knew there's a lot of people watching it, and because it's a national thing in Abu Dhabi, they're really pushing for it. It's on Abu Dhabi Sport 1, Abu Dhabi Sport 2, Dubai Sport Channel, and I remember thinking like, holy shit, everyone's watching me right now.
The Sheikh is watching.
The Sheikh was there too.
He was watching, and you don't want to disappoint the Sheikh.
No, so I felt like I couldn't breathe, like my lungs were.
You know why? Because you couldn't.
That
he was having a heart attack.
That's how it felt. And I was about to turn off. I literally was about to turn away. And thanks, Renato.
Can you imagine if you fucking did that?
I was close. And then I turned around. I saw a guy in the crowd from Australia, and he had his thumbs up. And I was like,
he's like,
shit.
Great, mate. That sounds like a fucking cheesy movie or something, like a little Aborigine kid who will go, oh, fucking remember you from back in the day. I remember you shared your fucking, we shared what do you call it, a damper together.
That was pretty much what happened.
Don't disappoint us.
And I went on, as soon as I went on the mats, everything cleared. But it was like a turning point for me where I was like, that was the first time I've just been like ready to quit.
Well, everything cleared because probably the match was over and you was out of consciousness. When you get unconscious and you come back, sometimes you feel refreshed.
I won that fight, actually. I won that competition.
I find that hard to believe.
So do I.
What year was this?
This was 2013.
Oh, probably he was young.
Yeah.
He hadn't hitched his stride yet. But good job, though.
Thank you.
So John Wayne, I got a question for you now. Now, where you got this nickname, the Wayne Parr? Like how they gave it to you that, or you actually parents name you John Wayne?
No. So my real name's Wayne, but I found out through Thai translation that my name in Thai means bastard. So Wayne means bastard in Thai.
Oh, God, are you?
Yeah, crazy. And then so every fighter in Thailand has a fight name apparently. So my trainer goes, what are we gonna call you? They asked me a little bit about my background. I said, oh, my parents trained horses. I said, really? So you're like a cowboy? What about John Wayne? Let's call you John Wayne. I said, that sort of sucks. But,
no, that don't suck. I mean, that was the Duke. It was John Wayne. I mean, but, I personally prefer the Clint Eastwood ones a little better.
Yeah.
But hey, the Duke-a-roo.
I wasn't a big fan of it at the start, and I think, I'll just use it when I'm in Thailand. Then when I get back to Australia, I'll be the executioner or the
fucking executioner. Everybody always want to name themselves the fucking toughest shit.
Yeah.
I'm the Iceman. I'm the executioner.
John, I got stuck with an email. Right, my email now is Kit Warchild Dale because I thought that was cool, and then I lost my.
What, last year you came up with that one?
Yeah.
The fucking Warchild.
Yes, this was when I was a blue belt.
You was a flower child.
Ago. And I thought it was really cool, and I created an email around that. But then I lost my email of my original one, so now I have to use that. So if I'm doing professional things, they're like, "What's your email?" I'm like, "It's Kit."
What a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah.
What an embarrassment, Kid Dale. You're digging yourself even deeper hole.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring this guy's career, resuscitate this guy's career back to life, and he's over here doing this.
Yeah.
2 step forward and 3 step back.
Yeah.
So John Wayne, I like that. You know why I like it? Because if it was an American guy, it would be corny. But just because you're not from here, it's like kind of cool. I think. I don't know. I don't mind that. John Wayne.
I didn't like it at the start. That I'll just use it while I'm in Thailand, and then I went and got bloody famous. So now I'm stuck with this name that I can't get rid of. Yeah, everywhere I go, everyone calls me John. Hey, John. G'day, John. Hey, John. It's like, so even my wife, I met my when we were just starting a date, she called me John for about a month.
Wait, which one, your wife or your girlfriend?
My wife now.
But what did your girlfriend call you the same shit as your wife?
She calls me Daddy.
Oh, caralho. Oh, shit. I know about that one. I like that one. She call you Daddy.
God.
Wait, so your wife call you Johnny?
Yeah, and then after about a month, I got to the stage where it's like, oh, shit, I better tell her my real name. So, yeah, I had to break it to her, just to let you know, my name's not really John. So then I was like this super agent. Who are you?
Don't worry.
What are you doing here?
Your Uncle Hanach get into situations like that sometimes, too.
Yeah.
At least people aren't going to ask you that. I get asked, what's my real name all the time.
Yeah, because it does sound like a nickname.
Yeah.
How you came up with that one?
My dad did. I didn't name myself.
But what do you mean? Why?
He was going through a names book and he saw the name Kit and just chose that.
But that's a name? I thought that...
I know.
But since when that's a name? What's the origin of that?
I have no idea. I know in some ways, Kit can be short for Christopher, but this is just Kit on mine.
So on your birth certificate it says Kit?
Yeah, Kit James Dale.
So the best part about having an alias is people on the street, they come up, G'day John Wayne. And it's like, I know they're fans because they don't call me Wayne. So when they say, G'day John, I know I have to be brief. I say, oh, g'day, how you going? Get a photo, move along. But when they say, hey, g'day Wayne, how's your parents? It's like,
and then you don't remember the fucking guy's name?
Yeah,
that shit happens
now
to me.
things are awesome.
That shit happens to me, my brother, and people say, hey, and they look at you like you was best friend, and I go, oh, who the fuck is this guy? And then I go, I give him a title, boy, it's been a long time, I haven't seen you a long time.
Do you get this guy? So I don't think you would get this, John, the way myself and Renato do. We've got haters. Do you have haters?
He must.
No.
You don't got no haters.
I don't think he does.
You don't have no traditional guys who's like up the Thai guy's ass who go, oh well, John Wayne is good for a fucking Australian guy, but if he fight Bukau and whatever is the other fucking guy's name, Sanchai. What's the guy's name?
Mr. Sanchai.
Yeah, I mean, if you fight that guy, he's going to get his ass kicked. I mean, I know that my boy Joe Schilling get a lot of kind of people who go, well, Joe Schilling this, but if he try to fight so-and-so, he's going to get his ass kicked. They talk that kind of shit.
I didn't even know there was so much hate until I started hanging out with GSP. Because we were hanging out for about 2 weeks, and then he'd share a photo. And then I'd read the comments under his photo, and people like, fuck you, George, you're so boring. All you do is lay and pray. When are you going to finish someone?
Wow.
What a piece of shit. I mean, and you know what? These guys, not a one would ever say that in real life. They say anything. They I don't know. These fucking guys, they'll say it to anybody.
I say to George, hey, did you read the comments on that thing? He goes, no, I refuse to read the comments. If I read the comments, I'll go crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
a smart idea.
But on mine, I put a picture up. Everyone's like, oh, nice picture. Cool picture, man. All the best for your fight.
Well, you got good fans. You got good fans.
I think the Muay Thai mentality compared to MMA and Jiu-Jitsu might be a bit different. But the Muay Thai guys, everyone's really supportive.
Well, you know, the Jiu-Jitsu, I wouldn't say so much is like that, but I feel like it's like the MMA crowd, the Jiu-Jitsu crowd, the ones who's like fans of Jiu-Jitsu, all of them also do Jiu-Jitsu. You don't get a lot of casual fan of Jiu-Jitsu who don't do the sport or the art, you know. So all that people know what goes into that, and they have a healthy respect for, okay, this guy's the real deal. I know what it takes. I know what it took for this fucking guy to get a black belt. You know, they see that. But when you get into some like casual MMA fan, you got most of these fucking guys has never even got in a fist fight, let alone had, you know, any kind of formal training or whatever. So these guys don't fucking have no respect. It's kind of like they think they chalk in the same way they would chalk to a bad guy in the fucking WWE or something like that, you know. So you know, you're gonna get a lot of that kind of bullshit where they don't even think it's like real life, you know. They talk shit to GSP as if he's a character, you know, but they don't know this is a flesh and blood human being, you know.
What do they call it? Facebook balls.
Yeah,
everyone's got Facebook balls, and you see that person in real life.
Keyboard warrior, all that kind of shit. Trust me, you imagine how many guys you got coming after your Uncle Hanach. But look at me to this day, unscathed.
Hey, I seen. Have you and Vinny still have a little bit of a feud, or you guys made up now?
Listen, you know what? To be honest, I don't really want to, you know, give this guy any airtime on my fucking podcast here, because it's like every time this guy's career is in the toilet, all I gotta do is say one fucking thing about him, and then he revived this fucking guy's career, make him healthy again. I like to let a sleeping hogs to die. Well, whatever's the saying, okay? The guy's never in fight shape. He's obese. He's gonna get killed by Gordon Hine. He should have never came out of retirement. And, you know, he's very similar to this keyboard warrior. He talk a lot of shit on the keyboard or on the fucking Instagram. He always got something smart to say, but into my face, not as much.
Are they fighting Gordon Ryan and Vinny Maguire?
Yeah, I just saw a thing where they was like signing the papers or whatever. So something is happening. I don't know where or whatever. Something's going on with these two fucking guys. What is it called?
It's called ACB. It's a Russian.
That's what it was, because I saw like that some symbol that looked like some old Chinese Russian stuff.
This is what I'm interested in, because it's a contract, an exclusive contract with ACB. So he can't be on the EBI or anything like that.
I don't know the detail of that. I would be shocked if Gordon Hine would sign something like that, where he's not allowed to do other stuff. I mean, I'm sure that they got some kind of thing. There's no, I don't know. I can't say, but speculating, I can't imagine he's just only going to fight for that organization. Unless they paid the fucking guy, the guy Vladimir Puch, maybe going to pay the fucking guy $1 billion or something. Maybe that fucking guy go over there and live over there. I don't know.
Well, actually, John, have you ever thought about doing MMA?
I had one fight about 2007-ish.
How that went? I forgot.
Not very well.
What happened? You got checked down?
So I got offered the fight MMA by a gentleman called Tony Bonello, and I walk around about 80 kilos. This guy's over 100. And at that stage, he was 16-0 in the cage, and I had never done it before in my life. And he gave me a call and said, "Hey, I'm just wondering, would you like to fight me?" I was like, "No, you're a heavyweight. I'm a middleweight. That's not going to work." He goes, "What about if I give you 35,000 Australian dollars?" I was like, "Whoa, shit! You might have twisted my arm. Let's do it." Yeah. So yeah, had 2 months to prepare, and but it's like someone 80 compared to 100. I was like fighting a gorilla. So it didn't go well.
And it went okay in the striking, but not maybe in the other aspect.
Oh, he just rushed me against the fence as soon as the bell rang.
Of course.
And then took me down.
Of course.
Yeah. No injuries. I didn't get one bruise or one nothing. In fact, after the fight was finished, I said, "Oh, let's do it again. All these people are here. You choked me out in 45 seconds. Let's do it again and give the crowd a show."
And he said, "Fuck that."
And then he goes, "Oh, if we do it again, we'll do it on another show. Then we can both get paid again."
He's smart.
But the only thing was, he forgot to pay me. Yeah, so he offered me all this money and then did a runner.
Oh,
So-
no.
So-
No good. No
So
good.
was the fighter that was going to pay you?
Yeah, he was a promoter as well.
It was his organization.
Wow.
Yeah, King of the Cage in Penrith.
Oh, God,
I remember that show.
Yeah. So, but luckily, Tyson Pedro, his dad was the co-promoter, and eventually he said, "Look, I feel really bad for what happened here. I'm gonna get you the money somehow." So over about 12-month period, he slowly paid me off, which was really nice of him. He didn't have to, but he went out of his way to make sure that I got paid. So I owe those guys a lot of respect.
That's awesome.
Wow, good. Get paid that fucking man his money here. I've been
Yeah,
in
it's
situations
crazy.
like that a million times. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
So now I always get confused. I see you out here. I see that you got so you have how many kids you got?
3.
You got 3 kids, and how many different women from that?
The one, but multiple times.
Multiple time you made.
Yeah, the same woman, but yeah.
So the
it's
stork,
like
the stork didn't brought that ones. You.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the same woman. Okay. So you and this woman have the same one that you was talking about before.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so what's the
we met
age
in
group?
Vegas. So my missus comes from California. We met in Vegas. I got offered a job to teach and train at Las Vegas, and she was the star of the gym at the time. She just won Fighter of the Year in America for the Kung Fu magazine.
She's a Thai kickboxer?
Yeah, she won the very first gold medal for America at the Thailand Games.
Oh,
They
shit.
never won a medal before, and she won the first gold.
Wow.
So in fact, her trainer was called Master Toddy.
Oh,
So
I
when
know
they
the
got back
guy.
to
The guy who hit you with the fucking wiffle ball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they got back to Vegas, he talked to the mayor, and the mayor of Vegas gave Angie a proclamation where they awarded her own day in Vegas.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy, huh?
Good. Wow,
So-
that's exciting here.
So every time I beat someone up and win a world title, she asked me, "Do you have a day?" I said, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, she still got that one over the
You
top of me.
can't win, my brother. But
I
let me
can't
ask
win.
you, how many kids you got? You guys got 3 kids. How many? What's the age group here?
15, 9, and 3.
God, you don't have any older ones?
No. So
What about the one?
oldest?
What about the one that you always show, who's like a fighter or whatever? Certainly, she gotta be
so
18 by now.
my daughter's 15. She's had 18 fights.
But no, what if one was to get it confused and think that she had 15 fights and that her age was 18?
No, she just turned 15 only 2 weeks ago, so she's still a baby.
If this was Brazil, but
So last year, Jasmine had her very first fight in England.
oh, her
We
name is
travelled
Jasmine.
Yeah.
God, what a name!
So yeah, we travelled to England. She won an intercontinental belt fighting, so she's already experienced fighting internationally. So she's doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu. She eventually wants to travel into MMA, but at this stage she's happy just fighting Muay Thai. Kit Dale's only down the road, so maybe she can go and train with Kit.
Wow, Kid is all over the place, and this guy's confidence is start to waver. Plus, he's have low chi. He suffer from male patterns baldness. I don't know. I mean, it's up to her. I mean, it's up to Jasmine.
Crikey's.
Oh, Crocky is righty. So, well, John Wayne Parr, I want you to tell us what you got going on here. I wanna help you promote what's going on, because it's not it's not every day that you have a guy of such advanced age in here still chasing his dream and fighting in these organizations against these young guys. So what's you now you working with Glory, or you doing Bellator? What's the story? You in Bellator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bellator. So thanks to Scott Coker, he started the kickboxing series with Bellator.
Okay.
I've been lucky to have 2 fights for him so far for 2 knockout wins.
Beautiful.
And then,
I know. I've been paying attention. I just forgot. Sometimes when it's the kickboxing, I always get confused if it's Bellator or Glory or whatever. But I did saw you stops, and I was very proud of you, my brother. It was very nice to watch.
It's very cool. And then so the next one's April 6th in Budapest in Hungary. So
Wow.
I haven't got an opponent yet, but I'm
where
excited
is
to
it?
travel overseas.
Make up your mind. It's Budapest or you're going Budapest and then to Hungary?
No. Budapest is in Hungary.
Why'd they name a place after not being hungry?
So
And then also, what's ironic? Then they also have a place not too far that was named after Turkey.
Yeah.
I never
I was thinking
understood
about
that
it.
either. Why they
If
name
they
it?
put those two countries together, that
Well,
they wouldn't be hungry anymore.
Why they, you know, but you know what? People don't think outside the box like you and me, or think outside the bun, as it were. With, but that's my question. Also, why they name if they all the way over there? Why these countries name themselves English names? Why they call Turkey after a turkey? And they call hungry after being hungry. Why the fuck you gonna name it that? Why you don't name it one in your own language? This is the thing that keep me up at night, John Wayne Parr.
Hey, why did they call Brazil after waxing a lady's vagina?
Oh, caralho, cause who don't love that, boy? But you know what? It's become so prevalent that every once in a while, if a girl got a little hair on there, I don't tend to mind because it reminds me of the early days when I was a young boy, when I was 12, 13, and I was first got my taste of a woman vagina, and well, you know, it took some getting used to. It was an experience I'm never gonna forget. Because also it was a lot of fun, but also you end up with maybe a little bit of one of the hair in the back you throw.
Well, that's where Kit's lucky, because the carpet matches the drapes for Kit.
Oh, caralho, Kid likes to shave his balls.
Did I accidentally send those to you?
Yeah, some of those fucking correspondent letter, some of those pen pal letters came with a couple surprise in there.
I think I do sleep snapping. You know, you're sleepwalking. Sometimes I just send pictures when I'm in sleep.
Take me off your list. Take me off the call list.
Say, Kit, does the bottom half grow the beard, or does it more up the top?
Well, look, it grows, but I try to maintain it. I'm pretty sure everywhere except for on top of my head grows hair right now.
God, that's an image.
And it grows quick. Man, I shave it literally every second day. I have to shave it now.
Ugh. Okay, let's fucking get off this subject. I'm gonna toss my cookies again. Well, John Wayne Parr, tell me the date again before we bid you to get off the phone.
So the most exciting part about my up and coming fight is I have 131 fights with 99 wins. So hopefully with this fight is going to be a milestone of being one of the only Australians to ever win 100 fights.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited too.
So April 6th, I'll back, and then I'm pretty sure it'll be on Paramount TV, the former Spike TV over there in the States.
TV. Out here in LA, that's 76 over there. Okay, my brother. Well, it was a pleasure. I hope you're gonna get a boost from coming out here, and maybe some of the people gonna start to know you outside of Tassie and fucking Perth.
Yeah.
Fucking all the other, Greek shish kebab joints and shawarma hole in the walls where you get Ricky Noisneer.
Nice. Thank you for having me on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It has been a pleasure for you to be here. And Kit, you have anything?
Yeah, great to finally talk to you, mate.
Yeah, mate, you sound very Aussie. I was expecting a different accent.
Oh, you thought he was going to be Americanized already?
He's been over there long enough for you, I'm sure.
No.
His accent's that.
He stakes to his hoots, unlike the fucking hair on his head. The hoots, those hoots didn't stay strong, but at least his Australian accent stayed there. What a fucking pleasure for the rest of us.
It's not that actually. It's now because I'm listening to you, John, that I sort of go more Australian, but usually I have to turn it back a fair bit here.
Oh, yeah, I know. I lived over there for 11 months, the same deal. I'd teach classes and stuff, and everyone had no idea what I was saying, so I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Okay, you guys can continue the shit on your own private thing. Okay, but thanks for coming out here, and for calling in to the Vale Tudo Hour with Renato Laranja, and I hope you're gonna get a big boost from this, and I'm gonna see you later. So good day to you, and Struth and Grouse and Chow.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
Take care, John.
See you, mate.
I want you to subscribe. Subscribe. I'm not joking about that subscribing, okay?